My name is Andy Hayes. I am the founder and CEO of Tournament Time.
I'm Sam Hollenbeck. I'm the technical lead of Tournament Time.
And I'm Tyler Seberg, Vice President.
So Tournament Time was started as a part of the Max Startup Summer Program this previous summer. Since then, at Macalester College in St. Paul, as she mentioned. Since then, we've made a lot of progress, and we're pleased to be here and show you what we have today. And thank you, Mini Demo, for putting on such a great event as usual.
Shout out Mini Demo.
So standard mobile gaming as we know it had its moment. Games like Flappy Bird and Doodle Jump just aren't engaging users like they used to. The modern user wants more out of their mobile experience. They want a reward for playing well. They want an experience. They want something tangible, right? And there have been a few companies who have come out recently who are trying to give users what we call the game show experience with a live host and a monetary reward for their top players. However, while these companies have become wildly successful overnight, they've been struggling to maintain their user base. And we think that a key component that they lack is really one of the main components of what makes mobile gaming great, and its variety. Tournament Time seeks to bring users the game show experience with the variety of mobile gaming. On our platform, users join in and they view a countdown. When the competition starts, they are then redirected into our live stream where they view our live host, as you will see in a moment. 3 moments.
And demo.
Oh, well, there is supposed to be audio. I'm sorry, I didn't link it up all right. But during this live stream, our live host talks for 7 to 10 minutes, and he describes the game that users will be playing during that competition and acknowledges our sponsors for that day's competition. After the live stream is over, users are then able to play our game for that day for an hour. During this hour, they can play the game as many times as they'd like to try and post their top score for a chance to win real prizes and real cash money on top. Tournament Time is a mobile gaming platform that hosts live competitions every evening with a brand new game every single day. This is where the variety comes into place. I mean, really, who goes and plays bar trivia 7 nights a week? Am I right? As you can see behind me, Sam is demoing 2 games. When users play, they will only be able to play 1 game per day. The competitions every evening last 1 hour, and only 1 hour. We figured if you give users something and they can play it all the time, they'll play it all day and then never open it again. The reason that we bring users a fresh, unique, new game every day is because we want to give users exciting new content and keep it interesting. If someone gets on our platform and plays a game on Monday and they aren't that great at it, what reason do they have to come back? That way, on Tuesday, they know that they have an incentive and a reason to play again because, well, they're not going to play the same game they played on Monday. And on Wednesday, it's the same thing. A brand new game, new content to users every single day. I'm going to pass it off to Sam now to talk a little bit about the underlying technology that makes Tournament Time work.
All right, so first off, I'll start just talk a little bit about the tech stack we're using, and then I'll move on to just some key things about our game development. So we're using React Native for this app. We wanted that native speed with the cross-platform compatibility, just so everyone's playing the same game. We're using Node.js server with Express. Part of this choice was because we wanted JavaScript to be running on the client and the server. It actually helps streamline some of our development process. And then finally, we're using MongoDB to store our user records. We like this choice a lot because since we have a variety of games, we're going to be reporting scores in a variety of ways, and the flexible data model of Mongo has been really useful to us. So moving on to our game development process, the key feature that we've really been working on is what we like to call the game template. So the game template is essentially the boilerplate code that we're using for all of our games. We developed it with 2 main motivations in mind, which are cheating prevention and ease of development. So in terms of cheating prevention, we know in standard mobile gaming, single player games, if you decide to go and edit your own game files, the only thing that you're going to cheat is yourself. However, since we have real money prizes on the line, we need to make sure everyone is on a level playing field. So we use a concept that's pretty common in video games, that is the idea of a game state, where a user starts a game and a game state is initialized. Then all input events, all game changes are sent to the game template and manipulate that state. Every change state is sent to a state log, which is recorded throughout the game. And when the user reports their score at the end of the game, the state log is sent. On the server then, if we suspect a fraudulent score, we can then go and rerun the entire game. Considering that the server is also JavaScript, we can easily run these game files that we have in the same exact way. We can recreate that state log using their input events. We can compare the state logs, and if those state logs don't match, we know that those game files must have been tampered with. We can reject that score. So this gives us confidence that everyone is running the exact same files and there's no cheating going on. Furthermore, we can actually send those input events if we choose directly to the server, run all the logic on the server, and send them back to the client to be rendered. That's a really common thing that a lot of games do, but we didn't want this to be the default behavior because we didn't want to introduce any unnecessary latency to our single-player games. So then lastly, the ease of development of this game template is something we're really proud of. So developing this game template, the first prototype game we made took around a week to make while we ironed out a lot of bugs and issues with it. However, the second game we made took less than a day. So we're really confident moving forward that we'll be able to develop these games easily on the fly so that we can keep adding games, keep the variety, keep it fresh for the users. And now I'll throw it over to Tyler to talk about future plans.
So now that we got your attention about a way to get free money, there are several features that we want to add to our Tournament Time platform before releasing it on the iOS and Android App Store at the end of this month. The first one being is head-to-head tournament-style gameplay. Basically, you will be playing against another user on the platform, head-to-head, winner advances on to the next round, all the way to the championship, in which if you win, you get the cash prize. We also are going to build a surplus of games, so that way we have a stockpile in order to change the gameplay every day and keep the users interested in our platform. We also will cater our streaming and graphics to the sponsor of the day. This is a way for us to generate ad revenue and demonstrate our usability as an advertising platform. We hope to gain attention and gain users on this platform by doing a very large social media push. This is throwing advertisements on Facebook, Google, Twitter, getting influencers in the social media aspect to make some hilarious videos about being broke in college and never having any money. Well, here's your opportunity. We really want to be able to make this a platform in which everybody uses and tries to make an opportunity to get some free cash out of it. We're also looking to grow our development team and build this platform to be secure and as fun as possible. So thank you everybody for being here. Glad we got to close this event out on the demo presentation, and we're Tournament Time. So
Thank you very much for having us.